I'm Lovetto Nazareth. Welcome back to my channel. Remember to subscribe and stay updated on the latest trends in digital marketing. When it comes to using Instagram influencer marketing, people often ask a lot of questions to me, such as, is it necessary? Will it lead to conversions? How do I tell who is actually genuine from who isn't? So this is why I've decided to create a video to explain the techniques of running an effective Instagram marketing campaign with influencers. So let's get right down to it. Who exactly are influencer marketers? Influencers are ordinary Instagram users just like you and me, but what makes them influencers is that they have a special ability to persuade people because of their established credibility and a huge following. An influencer is basically a person who has the power to convince potential buyers of a product or a service, but from a marketing standpoint. You might be wondering, why should you be actually working with influencers on Instagram? Well, it's quite simple, because if you're in charge of Instagram marketing for a startup or an established company, you're definitely using a few social media management approaches, such as frequently uploading posts, using hashtags, and to get your account noticed. These techniques basically focus all the world's attention on your account. Let's discuss why it's important to introduce your company to new customers. Now, I know it's common sense, but even if you use the common hashtags and communicate with other accounts that run similar businesses like yours, growing your Instagram following might take time and a lot of heartache. So by working with Instagram influencers, you can rapidly reach relevant audiences. Influencers with at least 45,000 followers are considered standard. So partnering with them kind of gives you that advantage and the opportunity to engage with thousands more potential customers. The next question we always ask ourselves is if the use of these Instagram influencers will increase the credibility and trustworthiness of your brand. Remember, there are lots of big brands there using influencer marketing to get a lot of sales than they already were. But would they be able to get those conversions without actually applying Instagram marketing? Do you know how many sales does Beyonce get when she shares her products on Instagram? Definitely a whole lot. Now, it can be difficult to persuade prospective customers that your medium-sized company can provide the same service as a really huge one. Potential clients may need to read reviews, try samples, or try and check out competition to establish your company's authenticity or your capability to deliver. Influencers, on the other hand, can help your company establish credibility far more quickly. After all, audiences are drawn to influencers because of their expertise. If a celebrity endorses your company, for example, followers are more likely to believe what they say, and that might speed up the customer acquisition process. But does that mean that where we use Instagram influencers, we automatically achieve measurable outcomes? Well, the jury is out on that, because it's tempting to believe that influencer marketing will actually produce immediate results and get your products sold out in minutes. But there is a catch. Influencers can assist your team in gaining more organic followers or increasing impressions and engagement by engaging with your customers or potential customers and raising your product sales by a decent percentage. But it also depends on what kind of influencers you work with. Influencers and businesses can often work together on lead generation, sales, and other conversions. But it's important that we set expectations and discuss measurements before making a pitch or launching a campaign to make sure that everybody is on the same page. It's very, very important to have the influencer as the same profile as your target audience or appealing to the same target audience. Now, let's talk about how we can find the right influencer for our business. There are multiple people that would qualify as influencers because they have a big following, but just because they have the number of fans, or they belong to a certain segment, or they are movie stars or rock stars, doesn't mean that they have the engagement with the kind of audience that your brand needs. You might think that this is the right person for me and I can contact them right away, start working with them, and yada, 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 right? Not quite. Because hiring the wrong influencer for your brand won't yield the results that you have in mind. Worse still, it might actually push away customers that potentially want your product or service. Here are a few steps you can use to partner with the right Instagram influencer. Number one, always use hashtags to your advantage and track who are using the hashtags that you use and which influencer gets a lot of traction with those hashtags. Now you can do that by going to the Explore tab, opening up in the Instagram app and tapping the magnifying glass symbol. Type a hashtag that is relevant to your business and industry into the search bar, and hundreds of the most popular posts, clips with that hashtag will automatically pop up. Proceed by scrolling to the top material and tap to see which posts actually catch your eye and are relevant to your brand. Now, it's possible that some of the posts are from businesses or retailers. However, many of them could actually come from influencers who could be excellent business partners. Now, if you come across a post from a creator who looks like a good fit, touch the bookmark icon to save it for later. The next thing that you could work for you is the location of your Instagram location tags. Location tags allow you to locate local influencers and narrow down your search from a very, very large pool. Now you can do this by returning to the Explore tab, pressing the map icon in the upper right corners to the search location tags. Then tap the search button and type in your company's name. Scroll through the top content and you're likely to find the right influencer that is already engaging with your brand without you knowing it. Now keep in mind, it's the location tag and not your professional accounts tag that determines the search results. You may see content from your company in the top feed, but you're also likely to see popular articles from notable creators. These are the guys you want. So if you have any local rivals, you might even want to use the same method to use for competitors' location tags and creators who have already written about them. So moving forward, these are some things that you must have heard every now and then again, but you can start taking advantage of social listening tools. Instagram will notify you if there's a lot of content that mentions your company. However, if the original creator does not tag you, it will not appear in your tag content items or DMs. You can use social listening services to locate content that mentions your company but does not have a tag. Instead of utilizing your Instagram account, you might look for posts that mention you in the caption or spell out your company's names. Save these posts that reference your company, and once you found them, it's a good idea to put them in a separate category just for potential collaborators so that you can keep track of who you want to contact in the future. You might as well set up customized notifications for brand mentions on Instagram and other platforms using social listening services. Now, I'm going to do a separate video on social listening services we use and our review on that. You can enter as many variations of your company's names, including misspellings, if you want to find out as many mentions as feasible. You don't have to worry about missing anything because the programs automatically find and alert you to these mentions. Let's move on to another aspect, which is viewing influencer marketing resources. Now, Instagram disclosed in October 2021 that it is testing solutions to improve the influencer search process. Tools for identifying influencers, validating their profiles, and connecting through a separate partnership DM folder are among branded content features still under discussion with Instagram. However, until these tools become available, an influencer marketing platform like the one we are going to launch shortly can help you achieve outcomes from your research and uncover influencers. Every step of the procedure can be made easier with the step and the help of these paid solutions. They have sophisticated search engines that can help you locate influencers based on keywords, themes, location, branded content, and affinity. They can also show engagement statistics and assess the quality of influencers' audiences, allowing you to prioritize collaborations with seasoned representatives. These solutions can also make it simpler to maintain a database of potential creators in one centralized location. After you've completed your research, make a shortlist and begin contacting your top choices. Let them take a look at how to develop relationships with influencers and how to construct successful influencer marketing campaigns. Your next point of focus should be developing relationships with potential influencers. Most of the time, it's best to avoid pitching influencers as soon as you locate them. Naturally, creators must analyze your company in the same way that you have analyzed that creator, which means that they must be sure that your company is a suitable fit for their audience. Rather than driving directly into an influencer marketing negotiation, start by building a relationship. A simple hi, a simple hello always helps. Now, after you've identified the right match for your company, you should understand the procedure for monitoring performance and use tools to keep track of influencers on Instagram. You can track creators and organize message through your platform of choice if you use influencer marketing tools like the one that we're just going to launch. However, if you prefer to establish relationships using different other tools, you have a whole lot of options in addition to the Instagram app. Creator Studio, like the Instagram app, allows you to prioritize messages from specific creators. Although Creator Studio allows you to add labels to your conversation in order to better track people and categorize them. For example, you can categorize influencers depending on your position, on your shortlist, or the campaign that you believe that they would be most effective in doing. As we come closer to the last technique that will help you effectively identify influencers, remember that before working with anyone on a project, it's always important to lay out a plan for your influencer marketing campaigns. Consider what kind of material you'd like influencers to produce. Is it Instagram freebies that can help you build your audience, whether lifestyle features can help persuade people to think about making a purchase? Decide on the content format. For example, articles, reels, or stories, as well as the budget that you have available. Also consider how Instagram ads fit into your overall strategy, as running ads with the creator will require additional rights, additional budgets, and this data is crucial for pitching creators to obtain the resources you might need to make your campaign a success. It is very, very important that you set objectives for all influencer collaborations. Consider your company's goals. For example, think about a specific number of new followers or a certain number of revenue from sales that you want as you crunch budget-related data. Be open about your objectives so that the creators with whom you collaborate are aware of what you want to measure success with. It's not all about finances, it's not about clicks or views. Given the size of their audience, the amount of material they publish, and the similar results that they've achieved in the past with previous brands or other brands or even competitors, experienced influencers should be able to determine whether your objective is actually reasonable. The next thing to consider is making a pitch to prospective partners. You can pitch influencers and ask them to work with you once you figured out all the elements of this influencer campaign. You can pitch them in DMs, utilize Instagram native branded content features to designate any sponsored material with the paid partnership label. You can also manage agreements and payments through influencer marketing platforms. You can create campaigns and define the type of creator you want to work with using tools like Paid. After that, the platform will connect you with the creator, streamline the pitching approval process and the payment procedures for you. The last techniques that we shall be looking at in this video are evaluating the campaign success. Measuring campaign success is pretty simple if you utilize an influencer marketing platform. It keeps track of important metrics like reach, cost per result, so that you can be sure you're getting a good return for your investment. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that if you run influencer marketing manually, you need to prepare ahead in order to effectively measure and attribute results. But if you wish to link audience growth with influencer collaboration, you have to start with a monthly account growth benchmark. It's always a good idea to offer custom promo codes or URLs to each influencer if you want to attribute and track sales and earnings. What advice could I give you to find notable creators? Finding notable Instagram creators requires a careful balance of time, money, and resources. However, partnering with Instagram influencers or social media management agencies might be a more effective strategy. A lot of our clients come to us with the same problems, and that's what we do as an influencer marketing agency. We help them conduct engaging campaigns by taking them through the planning process. Contact Prism Digital at info@prism-me.com for more information and our free consultation for all your influencer marketing needs. All right, folks, thanks for sticking around, and we hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed creating it for you. I hope you consider Instagram influencer marketing as a way to boost your sales and draw more attention to your company. Remember again to subscribe to our channel and share this information with your network on LinkedIn and other social media profiles. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week ahead.